See, this is a chest breathe. नहीं ये लगाया हाँ ऊपर नीचे
Hi, can you hear us?
पावर पॉइंट करना पहले पावर पॉइंट
Yes, you're audible.
आवाज दो.
Yes,
you're
loud
audible.
and clear.
I can hear.
Good morning.
Sound.
Good afternoon, rather. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Sound नहीं. I don't see the sound. इसका कुछ बंद रखा है क्या? Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Is the TV sound working?
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Connect to TV.
Is the TV हाँ TV का sound चालू है क्या?
साउंड वैसे ऑन है.
इंटरनेट कौन सा चल रहा है?
Hi, can you guys hear us in Dubai?
टीवी का साउंड नहीं है. There is no TV sound.
TV sound is on there.
1 second, let me check. यहाँ से हाँ ये हाँ LG पे जा रहा है. नहीं आ रहा है. Let me check इसके साउंड TV इससे आ रहा है क्या? इससे आ रहा है. No, there is no problem with that laptop.
Fix the webcam.
साउंड यहाँ से नहीं आ रहा. टीवी का क्या है?
लोगों को पूछ रहा है they can hear us. The online guys.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you can't hear us evidently.
इसको आप ओके की दे दो. Touch it. Hi, can you hear us? Bharat ji, can you hear us? No.
We can hear you.
No sound.
We can hear you.
He is
Yes.
able to hear. Sandeep Nath is able to hear.
Yes,
Yes.
but you can't hear us.
We are not able to
You
hear
can't
you.
hear us. Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Silence नहीं है ना.
Can you all hear us?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
ये sound.
Can you hear us?
Where the sound?
You can't hear us.
Yes.
See, this is not a. Can you all hear us now? Can you hear
Yes.
us?
Yes.
Good,
Yes.
now speaker. Let's increase the volume. Can you hear us?
We can hear
Yes.
you.
No, they are
Can
able
you
to hear
hear us?
from here.
No, this is only speaker. They cannot hear me from here, right? They're not next to me. Can you hear us now? Clear?
Yes.
Clear, huh?
Mic is working.
Okay, good.
So I will say reverse.
Your-
Mic is working, but
Fine. It's
they
fine.
can't speak back.
It's clear, right? It's clear. Fine.
उनका आवाज नहीं आएगा.
Can you speak?
They are speaking.
We can't speaking. You can't hear us. I'm speaking
आप
now.
लोग गाना गाइए. नहीं आ रहा है.
गाना नहीं गा सकता, कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ because you can't hear me, so it doesn't matter.
The speaker mute है क्या?
नहीं. स्पीकर
Where's the
यहाँ पे सारा स्पीकर का वो नहीं है बटन. मैंने सब चेक कर लिया.
Where's the
एक
speaker for?
टीवी कहाँ से चल रहा
अभी
है?
तो सारी गाली देनी है
yeah,
तुम लोगों को.
Check. I have my laptop connected
इतना
already.
मजा आता है गाली देने से.
Just test it by
Test,
putting it
yeah,
over
test.
here.
नहीं पा रहा.
Then the speaker of the TV is working.
Oh, the other
Yeah,
people
check
on
this.
the Zoom should be able to hear, right? Bharat, can you hear? I can't hear you either. I can't hear anybody else in the Zoom call.
Hi, Sandeep.
I can't hear it. Ah, I can hear you. Somebody. Who's that?
It's me, Mudit here.
Mudit, I can hear you.
Mine is working.
I can't hear Bharat.
I couldn't hear anybody except you.
Bharat, you are not audible, sir. Hello, Alifia.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and
You'll have
clear.
to put the
Now
HDMI.
that
Is
you're
it
on.
connected to the HDMI?
So what
Is the
I'm going to
TV
do is I'm
connected?
going to start a YouTube video and let you enjoy that so that
Yeah, TV is connected.
फिर
Like
जूम से
this
निकल
sound is
जाए क्या?
coming now.
अगर आप YouTube पे लगा रहे हैं तो जूम से निकल जाते हैं.
They
नहीं
say
नहीं अब
sound
रो
will come
रो
down there also.
टू वे
Okay,
इंटरेक्शन
let's
तो हो
connect
नहीं रहा है
mine.
ना.
just wait
ये
please.
निकाल दे.
Directly, sir.
ये webcam से लगा ले.
We are testing. HDMI port किधर है? इधर है HDMI. इससे आवाज आ रही
Forget about the live now.
क्लिक नहीं हो रहा.
They can hear us, right?
No, we do this all the time. I'm free all the time.
आवाज नहीं आ रही. अभी तो दोनों सेम हो गया. उसका सेटअप चालू है.
बात करने दे दो. ये निकाल दो. वापस से लगा.
ले लो प्लीज आपका सेटअप खोलो आप.
Forget it. Yeah, don't waste time. Yeah, let's start.
Converter.
Converter. इधर. चल. Forget it. Come on. Let's start. Yeah.
Okay, so they will
Hello,
be able
can
to
you
hear
hear
us, but
Yeah, I also fill up the form. You resubmitted.
We have Sakyuddin, who again we haven't seen for a while, but he is Vice President Event. And we have Harihar Sharma, who's
Hello, can you all hear us
I
now?
got lucky.
Can you speak, guys?
Mine is gone.
Yes, Alifia, we can hear you now.
Just come through.
We can hear you.
Again. I've submitted twice yet.
Share screen.
the speaker.
One second.
It's
Share
okay. If
screen
it's
now.
not come, I'll call you in.
Okay. Shall we start,
Gaurav, we're ready to
Alifia?
start off. Yes, we should.
Okay, yet another exciting morning ahead. Good morning, all of you.
Hello guys in Zoom, can you hear me? Sandeep, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're audible.
Yes,
So
Bharat, we
I've-
can hear you.
So I've just played a video. Can you hear the sound of that video?
No,
This one?
no. I can see the video. No problem.
Okay, now I think because the control has been taken up, Gaurav Paul has taken my screen. It's okay. Let us
Before
all
is played by you or Bharat?
let us patiently hear what they are doing.
ये 4 years आपने लगाया भरत या गौरव ने लगाया?
ये गौरव ने लगा. ऊपर point कर रहा है कैमरा ऊपर point कर रहा
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. We'll start in a minute. A minute is 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Please, please. You're a guest of honor. You can even sit there if you like. उर्वशी, आपके लिए
Yeah. Tell about the bathroom.
वो भी करा दिया Can you close the thing? Zoom.
So you're from here, my dear.
The Zoom screen.
Yeah, you can just minimize it. Join us. So you're coming from here.
Okay. This is working. आएगा.
लगा दिया.
Any order?
Thank you.
So we'll say now.
Okay.
You want to take it higher? Yeah.
In case you're done.
How do you know?
This side?
Oh.
Are we ready? Technology? Some, there's.
That's you.
No, there's something on that.
It's twilight.
See, there's window of silence. Don't even have. In the age of AI, we are struggling with technology as if we were in 1990. Well, welcome to the 4th anniversary celebrations of Global Entrepreneurs Network. Thank you for making time to be with us. It has taken us a bit of effort and a little bit more effort to get this rolling. So now that we are here, I think we'll have a smooth ride for the next couple of hours. We have entertainment afterwards, so I hope you've told your better or bitter halves that you'll be slightly late, not joining them for lunch. We have lunch organized here. I'm a Toastmaster, so I'll do a few things from the Toastmasters realm because we have some Toastmasters there. So please see if your mobiles can be switched off or put on silent so that they don't make noises. Also, the loo is upstairs. I'll try and be as casual because there's not a Toastmaster meeting. So the loo is upstairs on the 42nd floor. There's also a swimming pool. Don't go into the pool. The toilets are upstairs.
There's no staircase. right outside. You climb one floor up so that you lose the weight. And then you go to the gym. And you know, we just psychologically go to the gym, but you enter the gym and use the bathroom inside the gym.
Yeah, so we are only having lunch, right? No drinks, right? So no, then nobody will jump into the pool. Don't worry.
Unless you ate the tea, there are no drinks at all.
So we want to say we are not. We should-
Right, so why Alithia knows about this is because she's the president of Global Entrepreneurs Connect, and she is a co-founder. She also has an apartment in this building. And because we've got this fantastic facility, I must tell you, if you need an Airbnb in the building, she has an apartment. So connect with her for more details. She has multiple other things that she does,
And he
but that'll be
cleans it for
later.
me. So Dobie cleans it for me. So he does the home cleaning for us, for our space.
Great. We are not planning a fire or a fire drill event today. So if there's an alarm, take it seriously. You can go down. There's an assembly point somewhere. We'll catch up downstairs and continue the meeting there. Now, as I said, this is Toastmasters, so we can use the Chatham House rules here. You can talk about anything under the roof. On that note, let me tell you a little bit about Global Entrepreneur Network for those who are joining us for the first time or may not know enough about it. So, as you see, it's our 4th anniversary. We started this journey on the 19th of September, 2020. And since 19th of September, this year was a weekday, we chose to call you all on a Saturday to celebrate. Some more technology. Yeah, so that's us, Global Entrepreneur Network. We are the gateway to global business. We have over 400 members spread across Asia and some even outside of that geography. We meet online because this is the age of online. So we meet every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. to network, to share ideas, to help each other with their businesses and seek help when we require it. So we have been able to impact over 4,000 entrepreneurs in our journey so far. And from time to time, we have inspiring speakers who share about their success and failure stories. We have one such gentleman sharing his story and his perspective on raising funds. By the way, since all of you are here, I would want to share an anecdote. I put this event, I'm part of many groups, so I put it on a group. And the title of the poster, as you can see, is How to Raise Funds. So bang, someone who had practiced being a Toastmaster for a long time said, oh, I know how to raise funds. It's so clear. You are inviting people at 100 dirhams a person. You spend 10 dirhams on the venue, 10 dirhams on the food. Voila, you have 80 into whatever number. So there are people who think that way also. So I'm sure you think slightly differently because you're entrepreneurs. I'm sure that guy was not one, because it takes more than that, as you know, to get things done. So our purpose is to connect entrepreneurs around the world to enable business growth through exchange of referrals and collaboration to access global markets. Our vision is to expand this community to 5,000 and then 10,000 over a period of time. Our mission is to help our community expand our global reach through online networking and collaboration, and also through physical events. If this is successful, we should be able to do this every quarter to get all of us together and have people share their knowledge with us. So our values: collaboration, knowledge sharing, sustainability, agility, and innovation. As you can see, we are very innovative and we encourage innovation. The agenda, we are slightly late. We are half an hour behind schedule. I usually go to a South Asian event and say, "Dekhna, time pe shuru nahi hoga." Since all of us here understand Hindi, I am guilty of the same. So sorry for the delayed start. But the way this will flow is after my introduction, we will have the keynote speech by our speaker, and then we'll have a business session which Alithia will lead. Then we'll have a musical performance by a rock band. The leader of that rock band is a gentleman called Nikhil Usgare. He runs a band for the last 20 years called POV, Point of View. And then we'll have lunch. So that's our team. Alithia is our co-founder and president, and the other co-founder, I look after operations. And Anil Thomas is our third entrepreneur. He's been called back by Emirates to run the airline. They were having problems. So he started this group with us, but then he is on to bigger things now. We also have Sabri Rajan, who heads marketing for us. We have Anupama Parker, who's here. Nangya in Hong Kong. He heads up global growth initiatives. Also LinkedIn, he's like a LinkedIn champion. We have Chaitanya Bailey, who's VP for digital transformation. In the past, we've been contributed to by Mr. Dr. Rajamani, the late Laurent Grandisson, and Harihar Sharma, which has in the last 4 years brought us to where we stand today. On that note, I want to introduce to you, usually when you join us online, there is no fee. So people are curious how we run this operation for the last 4 years. We have initiated this mentoring program. It's called Gen Titans. I can share more details about it with you, where we mentor people, we help them grow their business. We have, as you have seen, our leadership team is available to support these people who come on board to take them to the next level. And that costs $350 for a year. So that's the first part of our morning here. I'll now introduce to you our special guests who will share about how to raise funds. One moment. Right. So our guest speaker is a marine engineer. He has worked as an extra first-class engineer, and he's been the technical director of a shipping company in Yemen. And now he's the managing director of the Hedge Group and a few other companies. He's also a Toastmaster, and that's how I've got to know him. You will get to know more about him from himself. Please join me in welcoming Uday Singh. One second. Yeah, you'll have to use that. The speaker doesn't work. It works. It wasn't working. For you, special.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Uday Singh. I passed marine engineer from Calcutta, went on ships, many places. Came to Yemen in 2000, was there for 10 years. Then the war started in Yemen. After that, I came to Dubai. Presently, I am in a financial consultancy as well as a small shipping venture. I am heavily into startup investment with a platform in Inflection Point Venture. Now, most of us entrepreneurs need money. How many of us are solopreneurs? Anybody who is solo? And how many? So basically, an entrepreneur starts as a solopreneur. Maybe he is doing a job and he has some passion and he starts to earn some extra money by a side hustle. Or, for example, maybe he has an interest in a foreign language and he can teach those foreign language on the side. But maybe if you are an artist or a singer, and if you can sing well, then perhaps you can become a better singer. And once you become a better singer, then you have to become an entrepreneur because you have to build a team. You will be called everywhere. Recently, we had this film show, song festival, on 19th. We had a show in our organization, and Trijoy Day, he sang very well, much better than Mr. Vinod Rathod. And he is now in demand from as far as Israel. So solopreneur also has to build his business, has to sell his product. But he cannot do everything afterwards. Initially, he can wear all hats. He can do booking, he can do from client referral to another client. But once he grows inside, he has to make a team. So the fundamental difference, if we go, is solopreneur is doing everything himself. And his risk appetite is very limited. He can take a risk only what can be mitigated by his own resources. But compared to entrepreneur gets his whole heart into a business. He puts all his skin into it. He wants to develop the company or his resource or whatever product he is trying to sell or develop into a big thing. For that, he needs a team, he needs finance consultancy, he needs to raise capital every now and then. So the basic difference between an entrepreneur and solopreneur is about the team building. The next thing is how an entrepreneur starts the business. First thing is he has to have an idea. Many of us, if you have heard the story of the Jefto owner, Gora, he was a Stanford, he's rather a Stanford dropout, but he's now a billionaire at the age of 25 or 24. So if you understand the pain point of a customer or of a society at large, and if you can develop that into an idea, where can you develop that idea? He has a father. His father is also a marine engineer and from our college itself. That's why I know him. He had some background to invest in the initial product development. But not all are so gifted. Many of them, they have to go and develop their initial idea in incubators. The incubators is one place like you have IITs, you have IIMs. Many companies like HSBC have got incubators. Then you have institutions like Government of India startup incubators are there. They don't give you money, but they give you facilities. They give you networking. They give you opportunity to meet with people and develop. So incubator is the first place where you develop your idea and come to a status where it can be marketed. Now, you can take money from your friends, from your family, from your relatives. But is that enough to make it marketable? So the next step, you can go to an accelerator. But accelerator, what they do, they take a minimum equity between 5 to 10%. One of the very famous accelerator is Y Combinator. It's a US-based Y Combinator, which gives up to 200 between 250,000 to 500,000. But they take an equity of 7.5%. But the percentage of getting accepted by Y Combinator is only 1 to 3%. Your idea has to be excellent, then only you're selected by them. But then we have a lot of, the Indian government particularly is giving a lot of support to the new ideas. Some of the states like Tamil Nadu, Telangana, they are giving up to 50 lakh of rupees per startup as a grant. There are startup exhibitions happening under the DIPP, and they are giving money up to 5 lakh sometimes 5 crore, depending upon what the particular point of work is. So these, after accelerator, of course, accelerator is a fixed time where you have to put in full time. And there is a very fine range between an accelerator and the next type of funding. That is, once you are out of accelerator, you get a wide variety of networking, not only from your alumni, anyway you have. The accelerators bring the other networking people to try and see your product. By that time, you already have the minimum viable product. That means the product is already to a large extent acceptable and marketable. But it's not that it cannot fail, it can fail at any time. So after accelerator, what they do, they try and collect other entrepreneurs, other VC funds or angel investors to try and see the product at that stage. And then you have the first point when you go for asking for funding. So once you have the product ready, then you have to have the other items ready, or you have to prepare to go to the investors to ask for funding. In order to prepare for funding, first thing is, what are the challenges which you have? You have to have a business plan. Now, the business plan should indicate which market you are focusing on. What is your product? How is it going to serve the people? Then you have to have a legal structure with proper registration, licenses, and property protection. Now, in some cases, it may be just first come, first serve, just a trademark or a copyright. Not everywhere you get the IP protection because your product may not be a new one. It is just a process. Like Zomato is not nothing which is having a patent, but it is just a process. But because Zomato came first, it has a first come, first service importance. Then what about the financial health? When you come and attend or ask any investor to invest in you, the first point is, why should he invest? He has to see the cash flow, the projected cash flow and the expected income, maybe in next 3 years or 5 year time. These are the things which we have to get it done. Then we have an investor invests in any startup in an idea as well as what the team is made of. If your team does not have the courage, does not have the power to facilitate the work or the work of that organization, if you have just employed somebody just because he is your relative or somebody, it does not really give any confidence to the investor. So the team is very important. You should have an operations fellow. You should have a tech, if it is a tech company, you should have somebody who can do tech. But nowadays tech is very expensive, so you may give it outsourcing, but you have to have the control, somebody running it. Then you have to have somebody trying to do marketing or business promotion. In some cases, you can even do the promotion with other companies, like companies which are in the same field or to which you are supplying, so that they can, for example, Apple is having iPhone, but their chips and other things are being made by Foxconn. So if Apple is developing, Foxconn is also growing at the same time. Then we have to give some ideas to the investor, what are their potential exits. Whether the exit will be by merger in a big company, or it will be acquired, or they will go for an IPO in a later stage. Then the other thing is what the investors see. Is the product at the right time? Is it the market, does it need it? Does the company have any legal challenge? Is the company capable of expanding beyond the particular geography where it is developing. Then what are the cost and the pricing thing? And is the business model attractive to the people at large? Can it be outcompeted by similar things? These are the investors' perspective. Now you have to get this. The starter should understand this and incorporate this in their own business plan. So before going to the investor, you should actually prepare a pitch which should be in a way trying to attract the investor. Should have something to show, something to tell them, something to attract them by visual display. How, for example, somebody has, that's like Mr. Raja was saying, that he has an app where somebody has a dermatologist app can show that this problem is so and so. So if you have something which is unique, people should be attracted to you by getting the desired result which he is looking for. Otherwise, there is no point even somebody looking at your app, because there are every day hundreds and thousands of apps are coming. So unless the app has something for the investor, something for the client, it is of no use. Then you have to do your own due diligence before presenting it to the investors at large. Then what is your innovative solution? How your product is different from somebody else? If you remember, some time back, there was a story, maybe 4 or 5 years back. In Kargil, the people who are gone, the army people, they take the food, which is very difficult to be, sometimes very difficult to even eat. There is a company which is now getting the food. You put just in warm water and it becomes as good as fresh. So if you have an innovative idea, it can sell. Now you are getting food which is almost ready to eat. Yeah, you are getting dosa ready-made, but this is liquid. We had one company come to our organization, that was Swatra, which they have powdered soda powder, dosa powder, which can be just mixed in water and instantly within 30 minutes it becomes okay, and you can make dosa out of it. So instead of being liquid, it is dry. Then you have got dried vegetables being sold. So which point or what is the advantage of the person in selling that point, in selling that product, is what is most important. Then we have to have a brand story, that whether your brand is attractive, it can attract people by different way, by your getting a proper advert, support from a big influencer, or even big people like Amitabh Bachchan or whatever, they can build your brand. How to make it for a particular, for example, some startups can deal with people who are old. Now, as the average age is increasing, most of us, say for example, are more than 50, 60, after 70, you need support. Now the support you need nurses, you need medical supplies, you need, other day I was listening to a person that he will try and get one medical supply facility in one app. That whatever you need, whatever problem you have, that the doctor will try and see online, give you subscribe a medicine, the medicine will be supplied to you, and if the nurse is required, they will also come and support. So something like that is, a one-stop solution will attract people. So that has to be a thing. Then what are the metrics and performance indicators? Like customer, how much money you spend to get one customer? That is the customer acquisition cost. What is the lifetime value of getting one customer in your role? So these metrics will help you to get you to understand how your growth will take place in coming days. From there is a Porter's 5 force, which will describe the health of your startup. That is, if the new entrants come and give a better idea or give a better product at a lower cost, then your whole, either you have to lower the cost from the other competitor, and in this way you will enter in a price war. Can you succeed? For example, now many small this supply businesses are being taken by GeoMart. They are being just gulped. But to a large extent, they have built their own infrastructure, so they are not at a loss. But if you see Big Basket and that company, that Bomani, he had almost lost everything because of the fight between Amazon and Reliance. So sometimes you lose, even if you have a better idea, you cannot survive the competition because the same thing that your competitor can just outsmart you. Then you have the threat of the bargaining power of the buyers. Now, once you start giving discounts, and if the customers are understanding that yes, you will supply at a discounted rate, they will wait till maybe the right time. For example, now if you go to the supermarkets, many of them on weekdays there is hardly any sales, but on the Saturdays and Sundays the sales increase. And if you see in the Carrefour, there is big queue for checking out. So the customers also are for bargain, and you have to cater for that. Then you have the industry liability, their bargaining power of suppliers. Now, suppliers are giving you items. Are they giving you at credit? Sometimes they can just stop your supplies. You have to cater for the financial support for any such things. Otherwise, your business will stop. Then we have the challenges. One of the most difficult part of a tech entrepreneurs is how to manage the finance. Many people, they understand money coming in, money going out. That is very simple. But nobody understands or tries to cater for the future problems. The finance, there are tools nowadays which can make you or give you an idea about what problems can happen. Maybe you have, for example, the rent agreement expires and suddenly the landlord increases your rent by 10%, 15%. And if you cannot, then you have to pack your bag and go somewhere else, and the cost will be humongous. So then we have, how can you overcome this challenge? You have to have a proper finance fellow in your business. You may not be able to pay him, but then in that case, there are many companies which are outsourcing it. So you have to arrange your finance in a way that you are not caught off guard. Then we have, in spite of all having these financial challenges, and you cater for this, when you go to a investor, you have the angel funding, which is, say, they will try and give you at 5%, 10% equity, a certain amount. Valuation, how do you value your company? Valuation is something which is a very gray area. If you have met any startup, they will always try to say that my company is valued at, say, $10 million, and I need at 10%, $1 million. So what is the value proposition that they are actually providing? This can only be obtained by financial projections with a competitive company or company of that sort in a nearby area. You have to agree to what is the actual amount required for you to do at initial stage. If you just are hell-bent on saying that, no, my valuation is 10 million and I need 1 million, maybe you will not get, because the investor is risking his full money on you as well as your project. You are risking what? Maybe whatever time you are giving. You might have heard people saying that I am a serial entrepreneur. Now, I don't understand the meaning of serial entrepreneur. If you were so passionate, what is entrepreneurship? You are being passionate about developing a particular business. If you are a serial, that means you are just trying to camouflage something, sell it to somebody, and then take the money and go to somewhere else. But that has a negative effect. on an investor. Again, it depends, because sometimes it maybe you are actually in a problem that you have come to a point where it cannot grow anymore, and you need more money. In that case, for example, you have just recently a company called Precinto. They do solar power AI. I mean, they have a AI app, or by AI, they try to find out how the solar panel is reducing the generation of per megawatt per square meter. Now, IBM is taking over that company. We are getting 3x in that startup. But the advantage of the founders, they are still with the company. So they have got their 3x, 4x, 5x, whatever, and they will still grow with IBM. So this point also affects the investor. Why should, when IBM was not there, then investors alone, I mean, the small investors help you. Now you have come to, but again, it depends upon the contract which you have. In most of the startup, you have a, and the CCPS, they cannot actually force the startup companies to give you the right to say yes or no. And that is why, if you look from the startup point of view, they are right, because they are giving you 3x return and they are taking the benefit. So it's a very complicated market where the startup wants to grow and wants to grow up to the maximum level. But the investor also wants to make his money maximum. So there has to be a balance, and that balance is made through the shareholders agreement and the other agreements. Now we have a lot of startup accelerators in India as well as in Dubai. Also, there is a DIC accelerator here which gives up to $150,000 for 9 months time. But they are mostly in finance, the financial apps and all. And there are regulations. I mean, a lot of ifs and buts how to get into it. But there are accelerators. But from all this point of view, the investors try to make the maximum due diligence before, particularly the venture capitalists. They are big ticket investors, unlike the angel investors. The big ticket investors try and make sure that they have a big pie in future investments. And before the merger or acquisitions, they try to enforce their agreement in place. Like in this Precinto, there is a VC which is getting 5 times, but as angel investors, we are getting 3 times, because the VC helped them during in 2021, every startup was getting full of investment. But then in 2022, 23, there was a startup investment winter, and the winter is still continuing, but hopefully now things are looking better. So in short, the investment point is that if the investors are attracted by your particular product, and if the product has got a unique value proposition, which can really make a difference in the life of the common people, so that you can get a better market, then only it is attractive. But at the same time, they also try to see how much the investors, how much the startup founders are putting their time and effort into it. Will, for example, if he is not getting the investment, what he will do? What if the company fails? What is his background? And what? It is not necessary that a person from IIT or IIM only can be a good founder. Bill Gates is not even a high school pass out. Or for that matter, even Mukesh Ambani is not even a graduate. But that is not the point. Point is that how much effort he is putting in the business, how much deep inside, what passion he has for the business. And these are important. Otherwise, an investor is okay, money can go, money can be lost anywhere. But is he betting the money with the right person, with the right attitude? That is very important. But even after getting the money, even after getting everything, you still need some spark to build your business. Now, Airbnb was not, there were two engineers in 2007, and they had a problem because 2007, again, the market was falling. It crashed in 2008, but it was already at the peak. And they didn't have money to pay the hotel bills. They started making airbags and giving breakfast in their own room. And that is how they started Airbnb. Tesla Motor was founded by Martin Eberhard and Mark Temple. But actual spark in Tesla came when Elon Musk joined. Or for that matter, our Narayan Murthy started with 10,000 rupees from his own wife. But he put everything inside that business. That is how it has grown. Then you have Sarah Beckley, the founder of Spanx, who exemplifies the spark of entrepreneurial complete. So in short, if a startup wants funding, they have to have a product which is of unique nature, which can put themselves in a place which is of help or support to the people at large, and they can be helpful. They can feel that yes, I have bought a product, something which is not unlike other products, or it is just packaged. So, say for example, a Chinese thing and packaged like it is being sold as it is being, like there was a famous thing that it is made by USA, not made in USA. That is Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association and not made in USA. So it's not the packaging, it's the actual product satisfaction by the client which is important. Then we also have to have a customer feedback thing, which is very important. Like for example, you are selling products and the customers are giving you a feedback and you are not acting on it. And it is of no use. Because if your initial thing is not linked to customer satisfaction, there is a story that Amazon is one of the company which has the best customer client relationship. One of their algorithm works on the principle that if you are a repeat orderer and if the distance of the nearest warehouse from your residence is more than their standard, then at your next order, the warehouse will be shifted close to your residence. So this they are doing without even telling the customer and without the customer getting any inkling. This is how he's actually capturing the whole world. So I feel that is all which we can say about the investment and the challenges. If you have any questions, we can work on that or we can try and discuss.
We have a Q&A now, so any questions, because I think that's where the meet will be. They have been running this VC fund, and with this experience, we could have this dialogue.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, when you are starting company, the startup is your like I face this challenge, but I overcome it. But like most of the entrepreneurs, they face this challenge in the start. Like when you start a new company as a startup, and you have funds in your pocket, which you invest and you polish the idea and make it a product, then you are looking for investment, which you was telling
Correct.
accelerators.
Right.
Right. If the product is there, then we can accelerate. But accelerators, they want, like, or you can enhance cash flow, everything, what's their money. But as a startup, in the start, most probably all the startups, they suffer to manage all these financing because they don't have accountant, they don't have
Correct. You are right.
anything, like there is no structure. And startup could not keep that record because the entrepreneur, CEO, or maybe the founder of the he is so busy with other things, he cannot keep the record. He is making money, cash flow is there, he's selling the product. But when you call accelerator to come and to participate in your business, accelerator cannot find a record.
No, I think you got it off. A little bit, accelerator will not look for a financial record. Accelerator is a place where they will take a little bit of your equity and give you a platform to develop your product more. when you are exposed to the next set of investors, that is the pre-seed investors, like angel investors or VC, then you need all these financial records.
So, I am talking about the third stage.
Third stage, see, the first stage is,
Third layer.
okay, you have the company. Incubation, you do it yourself. The third stage is accelerator. In accelerator, you have to shed some equity. Incubators don't take equity. Accelerators, the main purpose of accelerator is to help you. But to get to the accelerator is little difficult. How you get to the accelerator? There are exhibitions, there are government, supports, grants. Then there are networking facilities like this. There the accelerator choose from your, what is the idea in you. And if they like that idea, they will give, for example, Y Combinator, they ask for it, startups from all over the world, and they choose maybe 0.5%. But then they give a fund of about 250,000. In some cases, they give up to 500,000. But the equity is about 7%. Now, that equity is not important. The very fact that Y Combinator is attached with you, that will make you work for all this financial. They will ensure that they will give you, they are giving you money to make things all right, so that you are prepared for the next set of investment to come in.
Yeah.
Yes, so this is what it is. So whatever your problem is, like you are unable to do your financial accounting, the accelerator will help you either through their own in-house people or through any outsource.
So just to add to what he is saying with the state. So, yeah, just to add to that, you can always hire as a consultant at the right time who can help you organize all your documents before you present it to the investor. So
the investor will need it.
Yeah.
But your family may not need it. Family is investing on you, not in your idea. Because, for example, if you ask your, say, brother, sister, or your father, they know only you. Even if the startup fails, doesn't matter, because they are investing in you. But for an outside investor, they don't know you, but they may know your background. They may try to, if you explain to him how much hardship you are facing, not hardship in the sense that you don't have money, how much hard work you are putting in, and what all you have done. So if you say, I am unable to do it, maybe that fellow will come and help you if he likes the idea. Like in our, there is a panel of selection panelists in our state, where we give our services to the particular startup in how to market their product, in how to get more funds. Sometimes you need bridge funding. For example, you are just not ready. Your product is very, very good, but suddenly something happened, like there was a company which got a GST notice. The money is there, but the other company will give them after 3 months. Now the GST notice was of 10 lakh. All their accounting was under problem. So we funded those 10 lakhs, got it right. Then when the money came, started its function.
But in your case, you did not take equity.
No, we had already, that 10 lakh was just, as a, what is it, as a debt. But you can, see, you are trying to save your, say, a group of investors had invested 1 crore. If you want to save 1 crore, spending 10 lakh was not a big thing.
Just I want to appreciate it. Like when I started, I overcome all these challenges, but your session was very mind blowing. It opens you so one there was it there is not only one way to move forward, you do only hard work, you could get help.
Yeah.
So once the session. So there are things, there are places to go.
Sure.
Get that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
I think there are good questions.
Next question will come when
Hi, can I ask a question from the chat?
What do we do then? Who do we approach? Great. Right, Udaji, thank you
Okay,
so much.
thank you very much.
Thanks. A louder applause is in order. Great. Now, Alipia will take us through the rest of the session where we will
hello?
have introduction.
Who asked a question just now?
Decision will be later. Are we online?
Someone online asked a
Do we
question?
have?
We'll have about half an hour.
Yeah, this
Or
is
till
Sachin here.
decision comes.
Check on that.
Sachin, can you ask the question on WhatsApp to me and I'll
Online
pass it to
people are
Gaurav,
not,
he'll ask them.
being introduced, right?
They are not able to hear us.
Amongst the
We'll do it
group
here.
here.
That's fine. I'm driving right now. I'll ask later. Thanks.
Over to Alipia to take us through the rest of the session. Thanks.
Okay, great. So, first of all, thank you all for coming. It's really, really awesome to have a house full of people and energetic entrepreneurs. And one thing about Global Entrepreneur Network is, and the only reason we started during the COVID. And where I'm coming from is I run a company called Rooftop Sales. And technically we talk about selling more, getting more clients, getting more customers. And what happened during this entire down period of COVID was everybody was like, customers are not buying anymore, customers are not buying, customers are not buying. And then there was one segment of the people which said, customers who are buying are not paying, not paying, not paying. So first of all, the customers are not buying, and then the customers are paying. So technically, where Gaurav, Anil, and some of us, Anupama and all of us, we got together, and we were like, what's going on? Like, why is everyone just on the complaint mode? And what can we do different? And then actually, when we got into details and we got into the sheets of who we are calling and who's the one who's not paying, we identified that 99% of businesses, and this is shocking, we did some research on this as well, 99% of businesses are selling to the same customers in the last 2 to 3 years. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. So 99% of the sales people who you hire, how many of you have sales people? How many of you sell yourself? You're the sales person, the main guy bringing the revenue on the table, right? So 99% of us included are talking to the same people that we have been talking in the last 2 to 3 years. How many of us actually religiously build a brand new contact every week? At least one. Only two?
On a day.
Yeah, it
Per day.
Yeah, for you, it's the business type, but it cannot be, for me, it is not every week, but once a month for sure,
Once a month?
Yeah. I mean, depending on what kind of project, it's what business you are having it as.
Okay. Once a month, then it must be like you're happy with your existing list of clientele, and maybe the business is not necessarily that scalable or not. You probably don't have the resources to do more or get more clients on board or scalability and stuff. Normally, we say that you only need sales in the initial part of your business, after which you need systems to scale. So you need technology and systems to automate your processes so that you can take more clients on board. So it's only in the initial, because then the entrepreneur will only grow to the bandwidth of that entrepreneur. Like he really said, right, that how many of you are solopreneurs? Because then it's only the bandwidth of your mind space and your hand space and your network space that you can only scale that much. Because then do you really become a corporate? And once you really technically become a corporate, then you definitely want to get into most salespeople. Forget about business owners. Most salespeople, if you hire a new salesperson, he's hustling for the first 6 months. Then he has a set of clients. Most salespeople who worked with you for 2 to 3 years, he stopped calling new people. He's only gathering invoices from the network he's already built in the last 2 to 3 years. His targets are literally coming, and then he will resist and refuse to take new targets and higher targets. He will say, Marcus, there's only so much. You don't know, we know. Correct? So technically, the reason Global Entrepreneur Network came with a very simple intention that can we connect correctly. So the 6 degrees of separation, you talked about the 6 people around you. And if you can really connect to the 6 people around each of those 6 people, you can potentially connect to the 7 billion population of the world. And this is where we're getting. So are you connecting to the 6 people around you? And are you trying to access their phone books and connect to 1 or 2 new people from each of those 6 people and connect to their phone books and make that new call every single week? And if that can happen, do we ever need more revenue or more business? Are we ever going to be fine? Of course, we understand that business doesn't close in the first. It's a cold lead versus a warm lead versus a hot lead. When you make it out of a completely cold network with no referral, no word of mouth, it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks of touch points. It's going to take 6 to 8 touch points to really convert. Not everyone converts when you meet them today. You will probably convert that same customer after 1. Depends on the price, on the value of your. Maybe today he's not a customer, but tomorrow if you need it, he will remember you, right? So this is technically where it comes down. Every Saturday at 8 o'clock to 9:30 online, where we're just getting into each other's phone books. And we're saying, I want this one's connection. How many of you have it? Share it with me. That's all we do. And then we keep you accountable. That did you take that contact from that person? And then we keep you accountable. Did you call that contact? Because we all network all the time. Guess what? You today in this group, you met about 30 people, 25 to 30 people. When I go back, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call him, and he's like, okay, done, I was done, finished. But here, when someone says, I'm gonna share a contact, he's giving you permission to call him. This is the new way of selling. Cold call is gone. Now we're doing social media marketing, and the geniuses of the young generation have come over. You're doing invitation marketing. You're doing invitation selling. I'm gonna throw the big word, show me your hand, you're interested. Now I'm gonna come. Now you've officially given me permission to reach out to you. And it's a give and take. So we're here to help, and the entire community and the value system works like that. So that's technically what we do. Gaurav is our man. He's gonna share the link. But right now, we want to know you. But we assume you've already had a long networking because we had almost an hour. But what we're going to do is quickly say your name and company. And my alma mater, my mentors, Anupuma's on the platform as well. Something that we work on, global strategy, 10x CEOs, where we talk about taking companies and launching them into IPOs, really. So that's what we do. But our mentors on the platform have created this little thought starters. And technically, we believe with the mindset which says one insight can change your life forever. So you don't necessarily need a million strategies. There could be one thing that you pick that will change your life forever. Okay, so I'm going to ask you all to pick. Let them all pick one. Gaurav, pick pick one, and normally it could be what you pick. And let's see what you understand from it and share with us. So we'll take about until the finger counts. Let's each of us just say our name and the company name and share what is this card that you have picked. It could be that this card is attracted to you and you attracted the card. It could be the message you need for today. Something that's applying to you or not applying to you or whatever. But let's hear it from anyone who's ready to share. Yoga? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Rajesh here from OB Laundry and Cleaning Services. So we are more into introduction now?
No. That's the card.
Okay, so my card says courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of fear.
How do you, what is it? Is it talking to you? Is
Yeah,
it card in
it's-
what way? Like, let's say 10-15 seconds so more people can get a chance.
Pick हो गया.
So
Yeah.
is there anything in your business or
Yeah,
in your,
I feel
that is
at times, when you are an entrepreneur, you are having a team. And the team does not go as per your choices and wishes. So at times, this fear is always there. So the absence of you are always in a favor situation. If I hire this guy, I'm already having a small team. What will happen? His work I'll have to do. And all these, So here I've understood the last line. It's a master of here that जो line बोला था कि आगे जीत है किसी के रुकने से किसी के जाने से कोई घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ता. If you are strong in your entrepreneurship mindset, nothing can shake you.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Let's all give him a round of applause. Who else wants to come? You got someone? Go ahead. We want to hear. Okay. Anyone else ready to share? Just stand up. Yeah, share. What is the card talking to you? You can say your name, your company name, and just tell us is there anything in your life that is reflecting?
My name is Sanjeev Thakur. I run a company called Guru Essentials, which is a food import and distribution company. Diamond says you cannot change the winds, but you can change the direction. I think we face that kind of a situation every day in life, whether at business or certain things do not go the way they're supposed to go, but then you need to think it in a different manner. That's what my perception is. You cannot tell, it's like a tree. It sways along the direction of the breeze and not against the breeze. Because if you're going against it, maybe.
Brilliant. Let's give him a round of applause. Who else is ready? Let's be quick. Go ahead, Raza.
Yeah, my name is Raza and I'm the founder. AlphaTab is a networking tool which comes with a different business structure. So yeah, the story was very similar. My card is saying, if you chase dollars, it will start running away. Which I learned in my all this entrepreneurial experience. I started from the money, just to collect the money, but it didn't work. But slowly, you get mature to understand how the world works. So I come to point now, like what AlphaTab is doing. Just help people. Keep giving them. Keep giving. You need to give more as much as you can to the customer and your people, serve them. This is our duty. When you will serve enough, this will come back. And you will chase the dollar.
Let's give him a round of applause. Anyone from the last line? Yes, go ahead. Yes. Yes, stand up. No, you're
I don't think Uday is going to be talking. I said, I've given enough yarn.
My card says the journey of enlightenment is the journey from the self-image to the self.
The journey of enlightenment is from?
The journey from self-image to the self.
Is the journey from self-image to the self. Okay.
In my case, we are one.
Okay.
Till Dubai for 80 years, and my image was global head of operations, director, project, ultimate. I've done so many babies. Factories are my babies. They're doing millions of dollars. Now, once I'm out of that, suddenly I realized I don't have that label anymore, that title anymore. Now it's the dictating or directing a group of 100 people or maybe indirect reporting maybe 1,000. Now it is I, myself, maybe with the help, support. Certainly you say, self-image, certainly you say.
My God, amazing. Yes, go ahead.
All right. So I have a borrowed card.
I gave you my card, but it seems we both have the same problem.
So card is borrowed. What it says is.
So say your name and your company.
My name is Vivek Paul. My company is Semani. And the card that what it says is I think common to everyone. Insights seldom come from businesses. They come from life.
Insights seldom come from businesses, they come from life. I'm repeating for our online audience.
So I think it's common for everyone because whatever we are doing and how we do it entirely depends on our experiences that we've had in life.
Yeah.
Especially as an entrepreneur. When I was talking to Marindo today and I said, I'm a financial consultant. I run a financial services company and I said, okay, my introduction to you is as a filmmaker.
But I run a financial services company for the last 25 years myself. So as an entrepreneur, you juggle between different businesses at times, and you take life as it comes. I came into filmmaking only 7 years back because my dad went into movies. And but in any of the entrepreneurial journey, however you respond to business is with your experience of life, what you can start to do. So you see your parents, you see your people around you while you're growing up, and the way whatever you learn over the years is how you respond to your business life. I would say. So yeah, God is after. I think it goes so well.
A lot of insight. So let's give it up. Very important balance life and business and not let.
You want to do part 2?
Yeah, I will.
Yes.
Yes. So that's originally my part.
Originally, yes.
Yes.
But now we have a new one.
So what is your part?
No, this is my part. It's the same thing. It's like, some don't come from business, they come from life. So, I have a meditation lady, so I talk to her weekly. And we go from Olympia, yes, Ekta.
Oh,
So,
nice.
she gave me this lady. Very good, everyone should try her and use her. Just I was thinking about something, I was really stuck in my life, especially in business. I was thinking, what's going on? 3 years I've been doing different businesses because even to sell commercial real estate. So 3 years I was in business stuff, thinking, maybe this would be the one, this is the easy one, this is the right one, and just something in a session with Ekta, I was like, something's stuck, something's not working, something's not right here. So I just went back to my childhood and I remember, British Indian stuff. So when I was born, I don't know, 3 months down the line and years, my mom was like, our business is so successful, but you were born and then people were jealous and gave people eye and all of this. That they do, yeah? Like it's not working because of you. So that is stuck in my aura, like it's because of me business is working. So having somebody say that to you is like, you actually think to you. You don't realize it. You think, oh, okay, she wasn't responsible for her own business, she couldn't make it work, whatever. Right? But however, it was stuck with me. So then as soon as I discovered that, I was like, damn, am I living my life like this? Like, my mom's story about me, which is not my story, but I had her story about me, that people are jealous and all this. As soon as I literally, maybe 1 week after this, I discovered this and let it go, I got my first deal. So it's like working. So it's like, actually, if we don't look back and we don't look at life and what happens in our life, then, we're going forward trying to chase, we're going forward, we can't really have something, or we can't really take something from life, but we're looking at what might be stopping us. So definitely, this was meant for me.
Go ahead.
Now that I got introduced by him, my name is Anand. Sorry, pardon my throat.
Like some water?
No, it's okay. I've been a banker for a very long time, and just before COVID happened, I took a leap of faith. The bug inside me, and became an entrepreneur. Made billions in 4 months, then became bankrupt. And then did a pivot, and today we run a group of 4 companies, and we do end-to-end financial consulting. We are into real estate, business formation, business consultancy, tax consultancy, etc. My card, a very, very similar story to yours. Your true wealth comes from who you are and not what you have.
So your true wealth comes from who you are and not what?
What you have.
What you have.
One thing I know, I'm not very sure if there are other fellow bankers over here. But banking as an industry, I think they used to give a lot of money. So wealth was not a problem, but by 2019, I was severely diabetic. I had a huge blood pressure problem. My triglycerides were upwards of 500. And I was popping in 11 pills a day. It became worse during COVID as the business went through losses. But by God's grace, as the business took off, today I'm diabetes free. I don't take diabetes medicine, so that To reverse strategies is a very, very, very difficult thing, especially if you move on to the pills. Triglycerides is reversed. I travel the world with my wife. And I think, so the wealth that I have today is my health. Thankfully, the business is doing well, so I have an excellent team, and we are a team of almost 900 people now. So I think one of the true satisfaction is when you go to office and you see 900 families around you who are running, and this is your payback to the society. So I think this is what the card resonates. Your true wealth comes from who you are now, rather than I would rather have a healthy life, going to office, maintaining that 9 hours of work, rather than 18 hours making lots of money and almost suicidal path. Thank you.
It's very important again to balance life and business and not let one lopside each other. But let's get to know more people. Let's be a little briefer if we can, so that we can hear from many more.
Let me introduce myself. Probably I will be the senior most person here. 1976.
Wow.
Okay.
So you just got born there.
You have a lot of knowledge.
And worked in all the Gulf countries
Oh.
with the Fortune 500 companies like Caterpillar, Komatsu, and Volvo. I got a card here. You cannot fry an egg by staring at it.
You cannot fry.
An egg by just staring at it.
You cannot fry an egg by just staring at it.
This has happened with me many times when I was in the working life. I used to get a lot of opportunity working for a company like Caterpillar, Volvo. Opportunities to come, but I used to stare at it. Gone. But when I left, because of some personal abilities, and I believe my working life, and I started on my own as a business consultant to a couple of royal family people in UAE and one in Kuwait. So once I started representing the companies and started on when I don't stare at it, I just drink.
Appropriate, yeah, lovely.
By the way, I'm doing, as I said, I'm a business consultant to the royal family people in various businesses, hundreds. Whenever something comes in, then I have to rush. Second thing is I represent two companies, mostly in agriculture and marine. My elder son is in the filmmaking business in Mumbai. He has got his own studio. Plus, he is doing the international trading. And the younger son is also into the international trading and money. Thank you.
Brilliant. Let's get more. Gaurav, how much time do we have?
Another 10 minutes.
Someone this section.
Someone this section.
They're very busy.
Because our online audience has not seen this section.
I can think.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Geeta and I represent my company called Rank Connect. We have management consultancy company and we are the catalyst to, we work as a catalyst for between the borrowers and the lenders. My card says a true leader has the capacity to pay attention.
A true leader has the capacity to pay attention.
So if I say correctly, a true leader has the capacity to pay attention and to listen. Then a good listener can be only a true leader. And this, I think it is my own story, I should say, when I started working the listening power, most of us, and it is true, and we all will relate to this, that before the person finishes the sentence, we already have in mind that what we should ask or what we should say. And that's where most of us will not have the gist of actual thing what the person is saying. A leader first listens to everything, and once you start listening and later on ask the person, it becomes much more effective in that way.
That is one relevant for you?
Yeah, very true. Very true. I was a very impatient listener. And now in the last 10 years, I have realized that, you know what, just let the person finish and then you make your point that makes more.
There has to be a reason why we have 2 years and only 1 hour, right? Exactly. Okay, anyone, let's go ahead, Gaurav.
I'm sorry, I was hiding away because I was not sure I
No,
fully
you are
understood
hiding.
what the card says. We will interpret it.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
We will interpret it. And when you say it's really not so easier, nobody knows what is written. It is a meaningless life. Hear me. It is a meaningless life if you have everything in your life, but not yourself.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
Let me
God.
repeat it. Let me repeat it for the
Now you
audience.
understand my
Yeah. It is a meaningless life.
Gupta.
Gotta say it again. No, I want to repeat it for the
Say that again.
Say it for the online audience again. I'll repeat
It is
it.
a meaningless life if you have everything in your life, but not yourself.
It's a meaningless life if you have everything in your life, but not yourself.
So, my name is Gautam Sengupta. I have a consulting firm by the name of Market Vision, where we consult in specific areas like tourism, big data analytics, SME sector, etc. So, bear with me if I've already confessed, I didn't fully understand this. But the only thing that I can think of is, so I have a wife, everything in life. I have a wife, I have children, I have a car, etc. But not yourself is probably an implication that you're not giving yourself enough time, etc., etc. So just to share with you, I have two grandchildren. A boy who's 3 and a girl who's 1. And they came to visit with us in March. And you know, they stayed with us for 2 weeks. My wife and I didn't go out to dinner anywhere without them. We didn't call or speak with any friend, business associate, business acquaintance unless they called. And we just spent time with these 2 kids, not even our kids, their kids. And in that, in a sense, I think we found ourselves. It was wonderful. That's what I wanted to share.
Yeah. Always your grandchildren which you enjoy the most, because your own children, you will be very busy in making money and disciplining
And we
them.
know them long enough.
So many things, but the
It's not our job.
grandchildren.
We don't have the empathy for our children.
Addendum to Gautam's statement.
Who
says
Dad.
ज़्यादा प्यार होगा. बिल्कुल सही है. So I have something to add to Gautam's card. There is a song that was written almost 60 years ago. It's in Hindi, so I will translate it later. It says, "वक्त ने किया, क्या हसीन तब, हम रहे न हम, तुम रहे न."
Okay, Gautam, go ahead with your card.
Life plays games with us, and sometimes like we transform. So life is a journey to self-mastery. Along the same lines, oftentimes we feel life is changing, everything is changing, not realizing we ourselves are changing. Our partners are changing, our business friends are changing, our personal friends are changing. Our values are changing. So self-mastery, again, is a very broad thing. Self-love, self-acceptance, self-healing, all of this. So life is a journey to self-mastery. My name is Gaurav Kaur. Great being with you all. Thank you.
Gaurav, you know what? If the food is ready, we can take a quick plate.
No.
If the guys are not here yet.
He's here. He's on the list.
He's in the left, okay.
We have a couple of more cards to go.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is Klaus. Company Gromi International.
Gromi
says, business methodology, if it is a force for good.
Oh.
Then there's a question.
I didn't.
Is your
Okay, let me repeat it for our online. Let me repeat it for our online now. Can you repeat? A business
business matters only if it is a force for good.
A business matters only if it is a force for good.
Which is kind of funny. There's a gentleman sitting on the couch there by the name of Yoga. 19 years ago, on the first year of my business graduate, no intention to get marketing. I gave a speech. The subject was values beyond shareholder value add. But a lot of people didn't understand what that was. You make it that my belief is, and that resonates very strongly with that, anybody who has a business because of their profit, or the business does have to deliver a service to society. And if it does that and with profit, that a good thing is done in a proper way. There's a lot of people do a lot of art and passion and forgiving and prayer to the one. It's overused. It's so bad, isn't it? That they is practice. And they are every and one of the side of it. I don't say that whatever they mention. Do not keep your heart and soul with you in business. Yes, I do not believe that there's life in there that's business. I'm the one that's one heart, that's one soul, and if they give sometimes we need to be ready, an inner team, but it can help. My business.
Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jaspreet Sethi. I have been in Dubai for the past 27 years. I was working for Sharab Group of companies. So during COVID, I got a chance to start my own business. So I'm a chartered accountant. I help people save time and money. So I only work with startups and entrepreneurs. So the card says, truth is the oxygen of leadership. So over a period of
Truth is the oxygen of leadership.
Yes, so over a period of time, I've grown my team. I started from the maid's room, graduated to the coffee shops, then got my own office. Now got a team of 6 people across the road. And dreamy leadership requires quite a lot of things, and truthfulness is one of them. Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Karthik. I represent Continental Financial Group. Basically, I'm into equity advising, mutual fund, stocks. My card says people remember stories and not facts.
Okay, I'm going to repeat it. People remember stories and not facts.
Really, like, I can resonate with this because 4 years ago, I was 100 kgs, or today I'm 67.
Wow. Wow.
Doing financial health, right?
Before and after?
So it reminds me that, okay, after reading this, I'm recollected that, okay, 4 years ago, I was 167. So the story that, people share with me that, 4 years ago you were so bad and now you look so thin. So that kind of resonated with me. That's all.
Yeah, we will also remember. In a way, it's so gorgeous that we are, the fact that normally you introduce yourself of this, company, this, do this, sell this, all that, right? But today we are all getting into our internal stories, and that's going to make us remember all of us a lot more. And remember one thing, people buy from people, and it's your story that will always connect.
That's what I do for my living. Tell stories. He creates stories. Great.
There are two storytellers in the house, Banani and Harish. I would like them to read that.
Let's stand together.
I'm going to have yoga.
Okay, technically, I have no business to be among business owners. Well, I'm not an entrepreneur. I run business for someone. My clientele runs across the globe, right from anywhere to Brisbane. That is the scope of my work, and I'm in the automotive domain, exporting vehicles and automotive parts. So it's a huge business. My card says, life is too precious to spend on things that do not matter.
Life is too precious to spend on things that do not matter.
And being a Toastmaster, I would like to speak against the topic. I don't, I don't believe it. Really, in my business, I personally feel that every foot in the door is an opportunity. You have to grab it, you have to pursue it. I don't feel that there is anything which is trivial or minimal in business sense. Everything is an opportunity. It is up to you how you make it, how you grow it, how you scale it up. That is why in Google, they encourage employees to take 20% of their working time off, to go out and think out of the box. And that is where it gave rise to Gmail and AdSense. So these so-called trivial times can lead to innovation, can lead to business scale up, can lead to growth and prosperity. That is what I mean.
That's a kind of all of us. Thank you very much for sharing.
Yes, well, I was a little hesitant to get up because I'm not an entrepreneur. But then before I proceed to my card, let me tell you I'm Vanan from Kolkata, but settled in Chennai. And my association with Gaurav, Dr. Manupama and Uday is through Toastmasters. I'm an active Toastmaster. And I can't say it's, you're actually not living if you are not fully present in your own life. By profession, I am an educator. I work for the Abu Dhabi government. I have introduced myself to many of you. Presently, I stay in Abu Dhabi. And this is a very apt thing for me, that you're not actually living if you're not fully present in your own life. And I do live my life. As one of you said, that every aspect of your life is a business. You have to establish yourself. My teaching profession, I take it as a business, and my clients are my students and parents. I try to make them feel that I'm successful in being their teacher. And my success depends on the summative assessment. End of the year, when they all pass and when they all graduate, I feel my business success.
All right, anybody else want to really share, or we get on to our next section of thinking? We'll take one or two more. Let's get to the next one.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deepak. I have started my own IT company 6 years back. Now we have almost 13. And the first time I hear, I'm happy to see all the entrepreneurs sharing their experiences. But I think that when journey starts after learning, when you become entrepreneur. Before that, you are learning from someone else's prices. Okay. And here, in order to become entrepreneur, you learn on your own.
Yes.
So here, the part that I have is ego 6 sides, but only humility can lead to greatness.
Ego?
Ego 6 sides.
6 sides.
Yes.
6 sides.
Ego seeks size.
Yes, the ego is 6, but only humility can lead to greatness.
Only the ability can lead to great. Only humility can lead to greatness. So ego seeks size, but only humility can seek greatness.
When you are entrepreneur, it always have to take decision fast. And when I'm saying fast, means you have less time to take decision. And there is always, whether this will go decision better, because always a different type of situation, different type of condition. Sometimes even the customer is angry, sometimes the employee is angry, sometimes vendor is angry. So many things are there, or you know what. So when you're taking decisions, you always have to think whether you have to take the decision under the influence of ego or what is the rightness. If you take decisions under the influence of ego, your decision may go wrong, or most of the time you not have to take decision under the ego. You have to always think what is the right, and that you have to go. Either maybe you have to just bend it down, but you always have to go with the right. You have to run the business.
Brilliant. Thank you for sharing. Let's give him a round of applause. And we should invite our youngest entrepreneur. She's the youngest entrepreneur in the room. She spread her mother off the duty. But where's your card? You have a card? Yeah, let's hear it.
Hello everyone, I'm Sanaya and I'm from Post-Grade Communicators. I'm working with my mother here. And I also know a lot of few people here because of Toastmasters, because I am a Toastmaster. And my card is real transformation comes from insights and not information.
Real transformation comes from insights and not information.
Yes, so while growing up, I have learned two lessons completely, and I truly believe in them. One is whenever there is an opportunity, any chance, you never say. Always learn to experience something or the other. So because of that, my mother has always put a gavel on my head saying that whatever you do, you're not saying, you're not backing out of it. So I've experienced so much, and now that I'm grown up, I've actually done a lot of those things. So that goes from the singing, dancing, art, everything possible. I love experiencing new things, new foods, new cultures, new everything. And it just helped me in my not only professional life, but also personal life. And the only thing is that because I've been learning these lessons, they've transformed me to the person I am. If I wouldn't have those experiences, then I would probably be a very shy girl sitting in my room and not coming here today. Second thing I've learned is that whatever decisions you make, it's not a bad decision because you're always learning something out of it. And a lot of people fear to take those decisions, whether it's coming to their jobs or meeting new people or anything like that. It's because of the fear or because of the information they've got from other people. But again, it's never a bad decision. You always get to. Whether it might affect you right now or in the future, you know.
Brilliant.
I want to add up something to Sanaya's conversation. I know her very well because last year on one occasion, I needed somebody, an SOS, and all my SOSs were turned down. It was only Sanaya. Within 24 minutes, he said, 24 hours, she said, yes, I can take it. And she saved me.
She's been our SOS for this event. So all the posters you see are courtesy Sanaya's creation. All right. So let's give her a big round of applause. She's been our SOS. We've had a support from one of our team leaders who is the marketing for the longest amount of time. He supported us for the last 4 years, day in, day out. Every poster that we've seen, we've got a guy called Sabri. I don't know if he's here, but he supported us for the whole 4 years. And every poster from the day one, including the anniversary, to the speakers, to the invitations, to whatever we do, has been even the logo, even the website. A lot of things is like created by him. But today, when he had a little emergency for his wife and stuff, Sanaya spent another 11 hours and we had it all out and going. So thank you so much for that. And with that note, now just very quickly, these cards are not just any saying built out of the internet. These are the value systems that our mentor learned from his mentor. And these are the value systems, and these are the little nuggets that he collected and he created as a 52-pack card. So we do a lot of sessions often, and I will invite you all for it as well. But do come into our system and see how we help businesses scale and grow. Okay, so I'm going to give you an open. We're also onboarding coaches. If you want to help coaching businesses to run into IPOs within 3 to 5 years, we're also onboarding coaches to get accredited to do that. So any business consultants, Gotham, welcome to please come in, listen to us, what we do, and we're doing some really great, valuable work in the market. Let's bring up
So now,
entertainment.
Ali, do you want to say something?
Entertainment.
Probably I'm one of the few, I think, remaining.
That's actually. How many didn't introduce yet? Only one?
Yoga.
Yoga.
Okay.
Come on, let's do this quickly.
My name is Khalid Khatri. I do the marketing for metal products, mainly stainless steel.
Yes.
So my question here, which I have to comment, strategy is firstly about asking questions and not seeking answers or solutions.
The strategy is firstly about asking questions and not seeking answers or solutions.
When you ask smart questions, you get smart solutions.
I think what it means is to ask the right question, you need to be listening first, observing first, to be able to understand and then process it and ask the right questions. And then not go for the answers, but then you get the solutions out of that when you ask the right questions.
I think change your questions and change your results, right? So change the questions you're thinking on and that can change the outcome. So don't be stuck. If you're stuck, let's change the questions. Brilliant. Let's give him a round of applause.
Ali, and then Yoga will have the last word.
Yes, let's do it. Yoga had a very complicated card. I want to hear what your class card is.
This is the rock that I have from your hand. I'm very lucky to be the act that you especially. I appreciate it. But every time my friends told me, oh, well, you are only going with them, it's only going with Pakistan. So sometimes I feel that this work is the value for me. It's not only about changing business cards. I'm not the person who is like building relationship with all the people. Like some of the people knows me very well. I attended lots of networking meetings. My cards, actually, I am a real estate agent. I work for a company called BM Real Estate. My experience is very short in real estate, but my long experience is intellectual property. I am an IP expert. I work with the UAE government as a trademark examiner, and I work with different IP agents in UAE. My card says in life and in business, reputation is the only cheat that can be cashed.
Amazing. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
In life and in business, reputation is the only check that can be encashed.
So what encashed for me and working for me is my history of intellectual property rights. Now I get the checks and the payment from the people who come and entrust me to register their intellectual property rights. This is the main, and it is resonating to me. Thank you so much. Yoga.
From knowing Walid, I'll tell you, he's a hustler. He's so dedicated, and I think your reputation, this is a card for you. It's your reputation. He's always there first. And he's so dedicated. Hats off to you. Everything he does it all at heart and his life. So it's amazing. Let's give him a round of applause again. Oh, we have the
last word, Yoga.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yoga. I'm from Sri Lanka. The reason why I did not get up is my card says confidence is quiet.
Confidence is quiet.
So
let me repeat it. Confidence is quiet.
Quiet.
Competence is quiet.
So I thought confidence.
What is quiet? Competence or confidence?
Confidence.
Confidence. Yeah.
Confidence is quiet, but overconfidence is loud.
Loud. So that's the reason I was hesitant to stand up and talk.
So confidence is quiet, but overconfidence is loud.
Because any person who believes action is more important than talk. So yeah, so that's the reason I was hesitant. But by the way, so okay, my name is Yoga, I told. I'm a tech consultant, that's my day job. But I am passionate about two things. One is free knowledge sharing and yoga. So every morning you will find me at a beach or at a park or somewhere. Morning 5:30 to 6:30. Me and my wife, we practice yoga. It is 7,365. We don't stop. When we go on holidays also, we carry our yoga mat and we do very time. And second thing is about the free knowledge sharing. I believe in that. Even Dalai Lama also once remarked, you could share your knowledge free. So for that, I started a group called Dubai Business Breakfast. We meet twice a month, morning 7:15 to 8:45.
And at our each meeting, we have a guest speaker who shares his or her knowledge in a 20-minute talk. So we also limit our talk, like TED Talks is 80 minutes, our talks are 20 minutes. So this is knowledge. And we have our annual conference on 5th of October at the Mercury Hotel. And anybody is interested, we can join us.
I'll be joining.
You should.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. How many years your business breakfast?
We
10
started in 2011.
Oh my God.
And that also, we had never stopped it. All the meetings, 1 year, 24 meetings, we always had it, no excuse.
For 15 years now, 16 years?
No.
15, 13.
13 years.
11, 13 years, 13 years.
13.
So ours is the 4th year, but they are 13th year anniversary, yeah. So Mr. Yoga has been a big inspiration, to be honest. You know, when every time global entrepreneur network, we have those down moments, you know, like when you're doing this, like a not-for-profit, a free, like just everyone is coming together to make it happen and stuff. And then you have those low moments, you have those busy schedules, and you have like a million things coming. And I always give your examples to he's doing it for 14, 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, and he's not stopped, you know, like, you know, he just consistently does it like a automatic machine. And if it's in the, people come or not, just do it, you know, and it will eventually grow to where it has to belong. So thank you for the great work, and it's a hats off to that commitment.
Great. On that note, we'll announce a 5-minute bio break. We believe in sustainability. Yes. If there's no output,
But we have
there's a problem.
entertainment.
So while the music is being set up, 5-10 minutes, please take a bio break and be back. Because then afterwards we have food for the soul and food for the
Please do
stomach.
return the cards. It's very, very valuable to us. We live by these, by the day.
The toilets are on the next level. Alithia, can you join them? They need to be guided. Yeah, because they say, oh, it's not opening.
It's not hard. The guy will open it. Just to open every time the meeting is open.
Well, it seems like there'll be a time for that. He's a regular at friends of yours. Okay.
That youth friends of yoga was started by a friend of mine, Sureja, and me.
Sureja was in Sharjah, right?
We were in Sharjah in 1980. I was a student, he was a guru. Oh, he was very he was not even able to live empty. He was here working at the power. Electrical. His wife, we moved to the same company last year in India. So, personal research also. So, and post, we take all the data. There were about 9, 10 months. Went to Kodaikanal, went to Yoga Center, went to Lonavala, did everything. Then I studied in the audio. Very good. That time, he learned yoga, and I was not doing yoga. I was a boxer. I used to play boxing. I did a lot of exercise. And he started to let's go to the gardens. So we went to the garden. They are already staying in Sharjah. And we started students. Then people started joining.
Madhavan and Mr.
Madhavan joined.
Babbar. The guy from Delhi, whose sons are here, Vishwa Mohan and the other. His surname is actually Babbar, they don't use it. He has some other name. Yeah.
Some other name.
Definitely take your advice. Yeah, you are. Promise to leave your office.
Alika. I will share in detail.
But good that you are doing good. All my apps have been completing 74 just today, 28 September. Every day. I don't go. Where is I think it will be the one of the apartment that will be 20 years back. I continue to stay.
We are also in the same place for 23 years. Across the three across on the Olympiad leading to Sharjah. It's an Al Circle building. Al Circle used to be Bridgestone. It still is Bridgestone tires franchise. Yeah, the metro station, right across.
I'm very close to the police headquarters.
So I say, I need the security. This is why I live there. I just got the flat from the real estate. You're learning all the time. All friends of mine. Like Subha is a friend of mine. He, I know for the last 25 years. I think it's more. He moved to Dubai for 18 years. That time he was with Dhamma.
National Square.
National Square. You were doing the
Yeah, I know what you do.
I'm always ready. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back to your feet. Oh, you got this chill out. Don't need to sit down. Yeah, I want you to sit down. I don't want you to sit down. I don't want you to keep standing. Just do what we call you now. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikhil Utkare will enter the next.
So many people I know. Thanks for inviting me over, Gaurav. I feel I'm a little underdressed for this occasion, but
Good that you're dressed.
yeah, the only good thing is I'm dressed, yes. But I think there was a little bit of confusion with the setup and the time. But I'm here, and I'm gonna keep it really informal. If you want to come and sing with me, just join me, sing with me. It doesn't matter what you sound like. It's okay if you suck. Nobody's gonna judge you. And if you want to request a song, request it. I can do some Hindi as well, and some English or whatever you feel like. I'm an 80s kid, so I'm more like 70s, 80s music. So feel free, jump in, guys. Don't feel shy.
Yeah, Sandeep is the one.
I'm gonna bring this down a little bit as I believe this is the best signature area. Let's see what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Celebrate, child, girl, yours so You know, sing along, guys. I just go say, I love you. I just go say, I'm a child. I just go say, I love you. Would you like to come and sing a song? I'm here. It doesn't matter. If you have a request in mind, if you have a request, let me know.
Let's have an Arijit Singh song. Mostly from South Asia, so they'll appreciate Arijit Singh. Let's see. He sang for Pink. That's more rock.
So I'll try to do something for 90s. Yeah. Then we'll move on. So much. Like I said, if you feel like jumping in and doing a song, don't feel shy. Do something from the 70s. Thank you for coming in, man. Yeah, anybody else wants to come and give it a shot? Everybody's busy eating. Yeah, I know you're the only guy who's not working on the food. Okay, I'm gonna try to stick to some more 80s music for you guys. Even I would, okay, we should. She's very ready now. I think everybody put food in your stomachs and we can have you come and sing a song. Yeah, but eat first. What do you want to say?
I want to.
Okay, I'll do one song. And then you come. Something more from the 80s. You have request something, if someone wants some other stuff. She's not gonna leave you, right? Okay. I need the clause. Give me a second. Let me turn that to my. You go out, yeah. And that's how she. So. You see, we have. Good job. You're seeing some stars here tonight. Anybody willing to come and grace the stage?
Start singing, somebody will know. See, you already have two.
Arabic, man, that's my weak point.
He will sing.
If you can sing it, I'll play it.
How will we know that?
What is the? I can do Aisha. What Arabic song do you know? I have nothing here. So you know Arabic. But I don't know if you sing, I can't follow you.
Those are generally.
Okay, what do you do? You know the minutes? We do not know. One lesson. If you sing it, I'll find it live. You sing it from it is live. No, is it live? It's live. رحبي من كشف ايش خلاني نعشق فيه العشق كلام. How did you find your thought? I'm sorry. Anything else you want to say? It's not Arabic. Top one. Guru ki nakalo ki dunya hai dil walo ki nakalo ki हम जैसे दिल वालों की ओ रोकी ना क्या रोकी ना क्या रोकी दिल वालों की ना क्या रोकी बस ऐसे दिल वालों बिनका ज़माने खराब ज़माने खराब Hey guys, come on, show us some love. We made an effort. I'm going to do something to love me. I think you guys will take my job. No, we won't. We won't. Because for us, it's only a side hustle. It's not the main hustle. I saw something as well. Be so sweet, I understand. That I love you. Well, we play all the strong. Well, we go. You love forever. You sing on. Sing
Let's see what those songs.
Any song, chalo.
Okay, I'll send it. I'll send it on your.
Never tell me when to start. Country roads. No.
Let's start with the song. I'll come back and do that.
Yeah, but keep it open.
So we have a hidden gem over here. I know.
Yesterday.
Okay. Yes. So far. Our looks as though they're here to stay. So I will wait. This suddenly. But I'm the man I used to be. There's a shadow I can go. Yesterday. How you go, I know you couldn't say. I said something wrong for yesterday. Such an easy game to play. Now I need the words to hide. I believe. How she go, I don't know, she will never say. I said, so no, such an easy game to play. Now I need ways to hide. Right, Gaurav, we're gonna do a song from Heroes. Okay.
So what's going to be the song?
You can open this one. The small silver thing inside. Bring it up. It's okay. Small silver. West Virginia, Great Mountain, Shenandoah River. I was older, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, growing like the breeze, country road. Let me on the way, but I take me on. Got around with finals lady, stranger to the world. Dog and dust, painted on the sky. Just in case the moon shines, on the fire, country road. Take me home to the place. Radio, my room, far away. I get me. Yesterday, yesterday. So, what are we doing next?
Hey, Nick, Arijit.
Why Arijit? Why you transfix with Arijit Singh?
Because he's done a revolutionary song recently, you know.
He's already playing like a million shows in Dubai.
Yeah, no, he's done a revolutionary song.
Okay.
And he did it, performed it in the UK.
Okay, we'll try a song.
ये मंजिल है कौन सी अब वो समझ सके ना हो जाए अजीब दास्तां है कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म ये मंजिल है कौन सी अब वो समझ सके ना क्यों प्यार है ये मंजिल है कौन सी अब वो समझ सकेगा अजीब दास्तां है कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म ये मंजिल है कौन सी अब वो समझ सकेगा on you guys अजीब दास्तां है कहाँ ये मंजिलें है कौन सी न वो समझ सकेगा I'm going to try whatever I have, but we will try. Anybody from Bombay over here? You're from Bombay? Okay, you're going to come and sit. Come. You can try it out. Give me a second.
With you, but not alone.
हाँ
Can I come? Can I come? You don't know Italy. You don't have to come on stage.
Security.
You don't think it. I'm gonna leave it tonight.
Oh, yellow will lighting.
Come by, maybe John, come on.
Amusta.
This is Remote.
Anuba and Mudit.
What is that? Barat.
Well done, good job. We'll find you some more interesting songs.
Number I'm going to call you tonight, I was fun.
I'm already in your house, I'm assuming.
Yes, this is the any building now, yeah.
What have you want to wrap up?
We are done with.
Okay, any last songs?
And
One or two
last
songs?
ladies and gentlemen,
If somebody wanted a Arijit Singh song, for a long time he's been requesting that.
He's been requesting.
So we'll do an Arijit Singh song.
Arijit was not my type of singer. First of all, I think he sings in too high of bloodstream. And songs are not made for Arijit. Arijit was not made for the song.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do something before I do the Arijit song, but there's like an old song.
Okay.
If you know it, sing.
Will do. He's keeping the suspense.
sorry?
He's keeping the
Yes.
suspense on the song.
Thanks for joining me for all your songs.
That was great. Do some.
Yeah. So last song for the night.
Yep.
For the afternoon.
For the afternoon.
If you guys are free in the
Still at
evening.
5 o'clock in the morning, is it?
No, I'm playing at Pizza Express in the evening later from 7:30. Please come by.
Jazz,
Here at the Business Way, Double Tree Hilton.
Business way.
Let's go. This is for him. Here we go.
We'll record the song for it.
you.